You want to open up the video, Mason? Huh? What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's like 9 o'clock at night. We just got back from south of Indy, picking up, well, we were going to look at a truck, but ended up not being able to work out a deal with the guy. So we're back here at the house, and we're going to try and start Mason's engine here soon. Basically just got to run down to the gas station, get some fuel for it, plug a couple lines off in this tank. Which one did you just stick on it? Did that end up fitting it? Oh, you want me to put it on there? Okay, you got the can? Okay. He's going to get diesel fuel. We got oil in the motor. We got the turbo. He got it. But pretty much put on it. All the intercooler and stuff, guys, is just mock up. We're just trying to mock up the intercooler pipe. So we'll be taking all this off. It's not like we're not. Obviously, it'd be easier to put all the stuff on the front of the engine without this in our way. But yeah, we just pretty much want to fire this thing up and verify that everything's good on it. Obviously, it was a used motor when we got it, and pretty reputable source we got it from. But before we go any further, we want to verify that, you know, it doesn't make any weird noises or anything. Knock on wood. That's OSB. That's wood right there. But that's what we're gonna go for. So as soon as he gets back, we'll plumb this return line up real quick and try to fire this thing up. All right, guys. So we got a couple return lines made on the truck. We are gonna be doing a completely different setup than this, but just to dump the return fuel from the P pump and from the injector. I have another container down there, kind of catching that. So, and then we have a battery down here running to the starter, and then this is just grounded on the engine. And when we touch these together, the engine will crank over. So I'll show you here. I'll show you later. But right now we're trying to find like a gauge or something we can stick in this port and just kind of verify that it is building oil pressure when we start it up. Looks like we don't have one, so we're just gonna probably just crank it a little bit, and we're gonna put fuel to it. We still have to hook the air dog up. We just have to put power to it, and then we can crank it and fire. All right, guys, it's a little bit later, as we had to, sorry, you probably couldn't hear me. It's a little bit later. We had to go ahead and hook our regulator back up on our air dog. We had it plugged off because we were gonna regulate at the P pump, but we don't have everything to do that with us. So we had to hook a return line up real quick. We got the air dog all wired up just to where we can start it. You can see if you put power to it, turns on. So Mason just got a oil pressure gauge kind of figured out. Do you want to crank it for a second and then verify you got oil pressure before we start it?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. So I'll Bailey hold the camera.
We'll make sure it's turned off.
Turned off?
Yep.
You going?
Yep.
Alright, that should be on.
Hey, this is filling up. Shut it off. Oh, all right, take 3.
Alright, Bailey, you want to kick the air dog on? So you kick it off and it rip. Try to fill that, and you might kill it.
Take 4.
Well, as you guys can hear, the engine does run. Trying to get all the smoke out of the garage now. You guys know how that white smoke is whenever it just burns your eyes so bad. So we're trying to get all of it out here. It's freezing, snowing. So yeah, we heard it run, built 80 pounds of oil pressure, and we're comfortable now with putting it the rest of the way together. Engine sounding really good. So we're gonna work on getting the smoke out of here and clean up, and then we'll probably take the radiator off and start bolting stuff on the front of the engine, and just kind of undoing what we did momentarily to get it started. How many? 80 pounds?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I seen it was leaking a little bit out of that. Sounds good, man. Okay, as you guys just saw, I have the injection pump timed. I was pin timing it basically. If you guys don't know how to do that, you'll need to turn your injection pump over, and there's a little pin. You take this plug out and then you spin the pin around, and then you'll have to see when it lines up, and that's where it's at top dead at. So I'm trying to time this thing real quick. Let's see if I can see this. Let's see here. So this is a matching injection pump and engine, so my timing should be on here. So it's 12 degrees factory. So I'm gonna probably run around 18 to start with. So basically, I'm gonna turn my motor counterclockwise, and I have this power-driven diesel timing indicator, and I'm going off this bolt here. So I'll just run it up 8 number, or basically to the number 8 right here, and then I'll stick my pump on and tighten my pump gear down. So that's how we do that. Guys, we got the P-pump put back on. The engine is timed at 18.5 degrees roughly. I know I told you guys that I needed to go up 8 slashes on this little mark. Obviously that would have put me at 20, so I just went up 6, put me at 18, because 12 plus 6 is 8 as far as I'm aware. But I told you wrong the first time. So anyways, got the injection pump back on. I'm going to stick the lines back on it, and then I'm going to try to get most of this grease cleaned off the front. And then I will, let's see here, I need to change the oil pan, I need to put a rear main in it, so I'll probably try to clean the motor up a little bit more, and I'm going to do the oil pan and the rear main seal. So that's what we'll start on now. Wow, that was really cold. As you guys can tell, the camera actually got iced over, and the water just freezing to this thing. But I got it pretty freaking clean that time. I think just with a little whiz wheeling, I'll be able to paint the block black. It really cleaned up pretty good that time. It's just caked with grease. You guys know how it is. But a couple cans of brake cleaner sacrificed, we should be able to get this thing good enough to where we can just kind of hit it with some black spray paint. So I'm gonna try to dry it up a little bit, and then yeah, Corey's coming over. I think he's gonna put a muffler on his Jeep, but I think I'm gonna try to pull the oil pan off of it, maybe. So yeah, I don't know. Alright guys, we got our oil pan off here. Obviously you guys know we got a new one for it, so we don't have to clean that up or anything. We're pretty much just going to scrap it. And now we're going to pull our rear mainsail cover off. So there's just some 8mm bolts here, and then we'll punch that out and try to put it in a press and press our new one in, and then we'll just stick it right back on. And then I will see if I can go get my new oil pan and we'll stick it back on as well. So give us just a second. Okay guys, now we kind of have our rear mainsail plate here, so we'll just punch this seal out. I believe I need to punch it out. I don't think it really matters. I'll just punch it out through the back. We'll grab a new one and we'll get this thing pressed in here. Now we just got to clean this old gasket material off here. We'll grab a razor blade. Actually, it looks like it might come off in one piece here. We'll just kind of take a little bit of like sandpaper or something similar, like some Scotch-Brite. We'll just kind of clean this up real good, glue that gasket on, then we'll put these on, and we're going to use Loctite, guys, because these little bolts will back out. These were almost loose already whenever I took them out, so be sure to put some Loctite back in those. Okay guys, we got our rear mainsail installed now. You will have to trim a little bit of the gasket off of the bottom. It kind of always leaves like a little edge. So we'll have to trim that off, but we got it on pretty good. Something I'm gonna show you guys. So some would have maybe said that this could have used a repair sleeve, and you could have put a repair sleeve on it, but if you guys notice, whenever I set this seal in here, I just pushed it all the way to the bottom. I mean, as far as the tool would let me go. And now there's that little lip where the old seal kind of cut into the crank, and where I'm sealing now is right behind that. So I have good good contact there, and this thing should have no leaks. So should be good to go there. I'm going to clean the bottom of the engine up here on the side there, and then on the side here, and then just kind of touch this up with paint before I stick my oil pan on. And yeah, after that guys, I'm probably gonna have to go, because I do have to go to a family dinner this afternoon, and it's Sunday. Corey is putting a new muffler on his Jeep. Took the stock muffler off, put a Thrush muffler on it, so that's what he's doing. But yeah, so I'll go ahead and see if I can get this knocked out. All right guys, as you can see, we got the oil pan on, we got the rear mainsail on. Just really knocking some stuff out this weekend, guys. We got so much done between me and Corey doing that Jeep clutch. I got this thing a lot of the way knocked out. I actually hit this with some matte black paint, but as you can see, I don't really like the matte black, and it doesn't really hide the grease that I didn't clean off as well. So I'm probably gonna get some gloss paint when I'm in town. And I got my oil pan on. Yeah, we got the rear main on, so all we got to do now, really on the engine, is we're going to do harmonic. We're going to do a timing cover seal with harmonic balancer back on it. Let's see. Just kind of clean the front up, touch it up with paint and stuff. And I did reach out to a company, Exotic Performance, and we are going to be doing a little bit of a like review and installation on their head studs. So I'm waiting to get those. They said they were okay with me doing a 1x1 method on the cylinder head, but I don't really know if I want to do that. I may pull it off and just kind of clean it up and then just put a new gasket on it, so that way we're not doing the 1x1 method, and we can do a better review of their studs. I may go ahead and just send the head off to get it O-ringed. I really don't know yet, guys. So whenever we get closer to that, we will see. But worst case scenario, they said they were okay with me doing the 1x1 method. So basically, when I do the rocker pedestals, I have a set over there. I'll have Bailey take to work and machine. And whenever we get to the head bolt that has a rocker pedestal through it, I'll just switch it out with one that's already machined down. So I'm super excited to get those in. And it shouldn't be but a couple more videos, and we'll do a review on them. And yeah, they look like a pretty sweet product, and a lot more affordable than a lot of the other brands out there. So you know, that allows people on a lower budget to be able to do things with their truck, so that's awesome. But anyways, we are going to go ahead and wrap up the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.